A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development that raises concerns over global nuclear security, the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, has confirmed the withdrawal of its inspectors from Iran. This decision follows Iran's suspension of collaboration with the United Nations Nuclear Agency, a move that has sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles. The IAEA announced via its X account that a team of inspectors safely departed from Tehran to return to their headquarters in Vienna after remaining in the country throughout a recent military conflict. The agency has emphasized the urgent need for the resumption of its monitoring and verification activities in Iran, activities deemed indispensable for ensuring compliance with nuclear regulations. IAEA Director General Rafael Grossi has reiterated the importance of dialogue with Iran to discuss the modalities for resuming these crucial operations as soon as possible. The backdrop of this situation stems from a resolution approved by Iran's parliament on June 25, which suspended cooperation with the IAEA. This resolution was a direct response to what Iran described as a politically motivated IAEA resolution that facilitated aggressive actions by the US and Israel against the Islamic Republic. Under the new legislation, IAEA inspectors will not be allowed entry into Iran unless the security of the nation's nuclear facilities is guaranteed, a condition that requires the approval of Iran's Supreme National Security Council. In a further escalation, Iran is contemplating a ban on IAEA Chief Rafael Grossi, who has faced criticism for his reports perceived as biased against Iran. The military aggression against Iran has intensified in recent months, with Israel conducting operations that targeted Iranian military commanders and nuclear scientists, actions that have drawn international condemnation. The U.S. military has also been implicated, having bombed key nuclear sites in Iran, actions that violate international law and the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT. Critics have pointed out that Grossi's silence regarding these aggressions has raised questions about the IAEA's impartiality. In an exclusive interview with NBC, Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister for Political Affairs, Majid Takhtarevanchi, stated that Iran has not completely closed the door on cooperation with the IAEA, despite the recent military actions against the country by the US and Israel. He clarified that the decision to suspend some cooperation was made in accordance with the new legislation passed by the Iranian parliament and signed into law by President Masoud Pezeshkian. However, Takhtarevanchi emphasized that the future direction of Iran's engagement with the IAEA will ultimately be determined by Iran's Supreme National Security Council. He confirmed that Iran's ambassador in Vienna remains in contact with the IAEA Director General, indicating that dialogue is still ongoing. The deputy foreign minister criticized a recent IAEA report on Iran, labeling it as ill-timed, unfair, and inaccurate. He accused the US and its European allies of using the report to justify a resolution aimed at isolating Iran, which he argued provided a pretext for military aggression. Takhtarevanchi also referenced indirect negotiations between Iran and the US, which were intended to take place in Oman but were thwarted by military strikes, describing this as a significant setback for diplomacy and trust. He demanded a clear explanation from the US regarding the misleading information that led to the escalation of tensions. Regarding Iran's nuclear program, Takhtarevanchi reaffirmed Tehran's rights under the NPT to enrich uranium for peaceful purposes. He dismissed Western skepticism surrounding Iran's 60% uranium enrichment, asserting that such enrichment is necessary for medical and research reactors, particularly the Tehran Research Reactor. He reiterated Iran's long-standing rejection of nuclear weapons, citing a religious decree from Iran's leader. As the situation continues to unfold, the international community watches closely, aware that the implications of these developments could have far-reaching effects on global security and diplomatic relations. The withdrawal of IAEA inspectors from Iran represents a critical juncture in the ongoing discourse surrounding nuclear proliferation and international cooperation. With tensions running high, the path forward remains uncertain, and the potential for further conflict looms large. The dialogue between Iran and the IAEA, as well as between Iran and the US, will be pivotal in determining the future of nuclear oversight and regional stability. The world waits with bated breath to see how these geopolitical dynamics will play out in the coming weeks and months. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.